All right, what up, people? This is like 11:30. I should be sleeping, but I'm not. Mignon is here. We don't know
Hey
what
guys.
from the Rant Sport and Fitness. This is pushing Wild Black Sports. I don't know what this is, but we'll figure it out. Screw it. But anyway, Mignon brought up an interesting question about Terrell Owens. Mignon, go.
I like how you said Mignon, go. Hey, I guess my question is and you guys can feel free to message it, put it in the comment box. But what do you think about Terrell Owens and his status on being put in the Hall of Fame? Now, see, my thought on that is, I believe with the drama that he put in three of the teams that he played for, and we know who those teams are, I believe with the drama that he placed in those teams ruined his opportunity of being first ballot in the Hall of Fame.
And just the all weirdness that was the all weirdness that came out of that. Like
Yeah.
the weirdness in Dallas, the weirdness in Philly, the weirdness in Dallas especially. Like, was that the one where the press conference with his personal assistant looking like disheveled? Was that the one?
Yes.
He was in Dallas with that, right? He was looking like she was looking disheveled, and apparently there was I don't know if it was a suicide attempt, but it was some weird going on. It was like, bro, what are you doing?
Yeah, he had a lot of issues. Now, what I'll say is too, had he not had those issues, and we were just going off of his numbers, he would have been in the Hall of Fame by now. He would have been in the Hall of Fame. And I believe, too, with Terrell Owens, one of the things that really sticks out to me is that he always seemed like he had to have the attention. Like he had to be the center of attention. If he wasn't the center of attention, then there was going to be a problem. And when I say that, I mean, like, if you notice with everything that had been going on with the three teams that he had, you can kind of see where it felt like it was all about T.O. and how his feelings were hurt, and, everybody's against him and all this kind of stuff. Well, not everybody's against you, At some point, you have to understand that you're playing for a team. It's not just you. You're a big asset to help them win, but let me tell you this. What happened when you started dropping balls?
What happened when his finger became a problem and he couldn't really do what he needed to do?
Right. Then it became, well, I'm out here playing hurt and all that kind of. Well, it's a lot of players out there playing beat up and hurt. It's the truth. But nobody was saying that T.O. is a horrible football player. Nobody said that. Everybody was thinking in their head that T.O., there's something wrong with your mind right now.
It wasn't necessarily that. It was like, okay, there's a lot of nonsense going on with this dude right now, and do I really need to deal with the nonsense? And then he was throwing people under the bus. Like, I'm sorry, you shouldn't have left Philly.
Right, there was no reason. But yet, once again, it was T.O., I this, I that. He had to be the center of attention. He was bad-mouthing his teammates, bad-mouth Donovan, even though I have my thing with Donovan McNabb,
even though he was right. Even though
Yeah.
the thing with Donovan is, like, and I remember when it happened, we were all just kind of like, could you shut up about being the one, about winning the about being a black quarterback that won the Super Bowl? Could you stop about that one, and could you just win?
Right. Yeah, exactly. And my thing is with Donovan, he seemed too soft to me, in my opinion.
He seemed he seemed like he was concerned with I gotta be the one, and it's just, no, dude, just win, just play.
Yeah, just play the game, help your teammates win games. That's what I need you to do. But however, I'm really glad Donovan is out of the league.
Wow.
I'm glad T.O. is out of the league.
So that whole stat of him telling the Cowboys he ready.
Right. Go sit down.
How you feel about that, man?
Go sit down.
How you feel about that, bro?
He needs to sit down because nobody in their right mind would sign T.O. If Cleveland really needed the help, I'm pretty sure they would sign T.O.
Man,
you know
how you feel about Cleveland, bro?
Wow, man. You know what? I was thinking about that the other day. I actually feel really bad for them, man. I'm glad they're losing, but at the same time,
wow,
I'm hurt for them, man, because they can't figure it out. They can't figure out what's going on, man. And when you're in that kind of slump, it's tough to swallow, man. I mean, that's a tough pill to swallow, man, when you can't figure out what's going on and you're winning games. You're putting points on the board, but you're not doing enough, or your team is just breaking down by doing bonehead mistakes.
Well, when they're not disciplined, number one. They're trying to figure out the quarterback situation. They haven't had a quarterback, and he only had one good season since, who was that? Who was that dude that I forgot that guy's name? But it was when not Josh Gordon, but Brandon. It was somebody that had one good season, and everybody was like, "That's the dude." And Oregon State quarterback. It was an Oregon State quarterback. I cannot think of that brother's name to save my life right now, as I'm looking at T.O. stats.
Right.
Yeah, man. Let's look at T.O. stats for a second. Okay, 1,078 receptions and almost 16,000 yards and 153 touchdowns.
Yes.
Career-wise.
Career-wise.
Is that Hall of Fame to you?
Yes.
Okay.
Numbers wise, yes.
What I told you is he'll later. It's not gonna be first ballot. Later.
No.
He's gonna be a dude that they debate.
You know what? If I had to guess, T.O. would be 2020.
Okay.
He'll be inducted in 2020.
Really?
That's my guess. That's a long time, though, bro.
So he'll be in his 40s, and then you know too, like he's still. I'm ready. Like, dude, no one's gonna sign you at 42.
Yeah, nobody's gonna sign you. T.O. sit down.
Bro, okay, now that we're recording, and this might turn into an actual thing, an actual pre-thing. Thursday night game. First of all, we got to talk about the beating that you like that took. The beating that he took from the Cowboys. I had a really good Thanksgiving, man. I hung out with a buddy of mine. Actually, I hung out with my co-host for the NBA show. We went to Humperdinck's. We watched the game. We had a very, very, European-centric Thanksgiving dinner. That's all I need to say. And, we felt kind of odd being the only... We felt kind of odd being the only black guys, or one of the few of the only black guys in the room. but it was all you can eat Thanksgiving dinner, and we got pie. So that was
awesome.
Yeah, so we watched the game. I left at around close to 6. When I left, when I left, they were comfortably. It was like 17 to something. And I was like, oh, they got this. I come back, dude, and it was a crazy like third quarter or fourth quarter. Like, bro, help me understand what happened Thursday, bro, because I don't understand it. Help me understand.
With the Cowboy game, man. First of all, let me give props to Patty LaBelle pies. They rock. I just wanted to throw that out there.
Sponsors.
Yes, Patty LaBelle pies are awesome. You guys should definitely try them. We had them Thanksgiving night. Trust me, I was eating pie when my boy Dez was clowning the opponent,
Josh Gordon.
Yes, I didn't want to give him credit by saying his name, but yes, I will say Joshua Gordon. Yes, but my take on the game, man, dude, it was.
When I left, it was 17-6, bro. I was like, yeah, they got this. When I come back, I was like, wait a minute, why is it close? What happened?
Yeah, Cowboys. Yeah, man, the Cowboys are so ready. It's ridiculous. It really is, man. I mean, I have not seen a team this focused out of the Dallas Cowboys in over 16 years, 20 years. You know, this is what we're seeing is right now. What we're seeing is something special that I think the state of Texas should be really, really excited about. Because Dak, he's playing as if though, you know, this, and I'll put this out here. He got more pressure when he was at Mississippi State.
Wow.
Think about it, Chris.
Mm-hmm.
He got more pressure in the pocket when he was at Mississippi State than he does now. When I say that, I'm talking about linemen that were good. He had good linemen, but you know the college level is different. So not everybody's going to go pro. So his line wasn't able to block like they're blocking for him now at the pro level.
Mm-hmm.
So look how comfortable he is in the pocket now versus when he was in college.
Mm-hmm.
Ezekiel Elliott, let's jump on him for a second. He himself, it just seems like he's at Ohio State again.
Remember what we said at the beginning of the year? They need to run him in space. Now it's just like, no, they don't.
Yeah, no, they don't. There's no need.
We can run him any way we want to.
There's no need. That offensive line is the best and I'm going to say it, that's the best offensive line in the league. That's the best offensive line in the league. I mean, honestly, wouldn't you run behind him?
I think I got a 100-yard game in me with that line.
Yes, I mean the offensive line is really off the chain. They are really good this year, and I haven't seen that out of the Cowboys in years. Not this kind of offensive line, man. You know, we've got injuries, and you can't even tell.
Yeah, I forgot. Like the Cowboys aren't really healthy.
Right, we're not really healthy right now, and you can't even tell.
We okay. So when I left the restaurant, it was 17-6.
Yes.
In the second, it was halftime, or it was the beginning of the third quarter because we left. So when I left, it was 17-6. Neither team did anything in the third quarter at all. And when I
Right.
come home, it was like Redskins dropped 20 on them, and Dallas had 14 for a 31-26 win. And I was just like, what happened? What was going on?
Yeah, the game definitely
What happened?
started
What happened
off
in the third quarter,
slow.
man? Like what happened? They just
I mean,
couldn't really do anything.
they turned. I mean, it was one of those things where Dallas just kind of was like, okay, we're shutting down for a moment, and we're going to resort back to playing to the level of our opponent.
So they played down.
Yeah,
And,
and then all of a sudden,
and you like that didn't do anything.
No. And
I'm like that. That's just gonna be my nickname for him. You know, when you get like T-shirts made of that phrase, yeah, that's gonna be your new catchphrase. You like that?
Yeah, you like that. But let me tell you something though, man. When that whole heated argument happened with Dez Bryant and Josh Gordon, dude, Dez was killing it, man, all game long, killing it. You know, it was one of those situations to where, and I posted that on Facebook last week. I don't know, did you see that?
I think I did.
With Dez looking down.
Yeah.
At the opponent, dude, it was like that all game.
Yeah.
For that, they didn't have an answer for him. And then when you got Cole Beasley out there too, you know what it was? They had to pick their poison the whole game, dude.
Right.
Honestly, they had to pick their poison. Did they want to die by Dallas's passing game, or did they want to die by the running game? They had to pick.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And when you have a team, that's like that has to pick their poison, that's a problem.
Yeah, it is.
Because the only way there's no way you're gonna win that. Right. You're gonna lose either way.
Mm-hmm.
If you got to pick your poison, that's the issue. You're gonna lose either way.
I mean, Dallas is beatable. Like,
yes, and you know what it is. You know the weakness is the pass over our secondary.
Over the middle.
Over the middle, like that middle area.
Over the middle.
Huh?
Not the corners. Over the middle. You can also run on over the middle also. Like Kirk Cousins, he was able to throw. You know, was able to throw over the middle. You know what I'm saying, a lot. And yeah, but that's the thing. And really, the play calling is enough to where that's not going to get you in trouble.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Later.
You know, and one of the things too, man, I noticed, the Cowboys, they are beatable, knock on wood, if
yeah, you got wood panel this time? Because last game you knocked on wood like a bunch of times, bro.
Yeah. Because I'm looking at the game because I'm really trying to take it one game at a time, and it's hard when you've got so many people around you that are Cowboy fans, and they're hooting and hollering and excited about what the Cowboys are doing as an organization, as a team. But it's hard for me to not have that knock on wood part because
we've seen this before.
Right, we've seen it, and I don't want to.
You've had 13 and 3 seasons. Speaking of T.O., remember the 13 and 3 season with him and Terry Glenn?
Yes.
And was Tony Romo starting then, or was Bledsoe starting then? I think it was Romo.
I think that was. I think it might have been Bledsoe.
I think it was because it was that 13 and 3 season. Bledsoe had like crazy numbers, and then he gets hurt.
Right. Yeah, I think that was Bledsoe,
And
man.
then Romo like shocks the world in a Monday night game, no less.
Right. Yeah, man. It's been some really glorified moments, but right now, it's something different, Chris. I don't know what it is, man. It's something different about this team right here that we
I'll
have.
tell you what it is: a running game, smart coaching, and and a quarterback that's not an idiot.
Yeah, exactly. Dak is a good quarterback, man. And,
I'm sorry, bro, but like he's not an idiot. Like
right.
he's not. And I heard a story, bro. I heard a story. Like apparently Tony Romo, and this is in Dallas Morning News, and this made the Chicago sports radio station I listen to. Big up to the store. Tell me why Tony Romo basically went into ownership and asked for a quarterback competition in the middle of the season.
He asked for a quarterback competition?
Yes, in the middle of the season.
When did you hear this?
About short like Monday.
I didn't hear about that.
Like no, it wasn't Monday. It was Wednesday. It was in the Dallas Morning News. The guy had to look for it. It was in the Dallas Morning News, man. Like it was right before, because I probably listened to it like around Thanksgiving, so it was like Wednesday or something. It was around the Thanksgiving holiday. Like apparently there's an article in the Dallas Morning News apparently where he asked for a competition.
Wow.
Yeah. And now you're hearing, like we mentioned last week, you're hearing like Romo might actually want to leave.
Yeah, I think he does. I think he does, man.
I still say Minnesota is the best bet for him. And speaking of Minnesota, they will be playing Thursday night.
Yes, they will.
So you'll be watching that game.
Cowboys are ready, but we still gotta watch. We gotta watch Minnesota's pass rush, though, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got a little pass rush. We gotta watch that. But I think overall, we'll walk out of that game winners.
Are they playing there or are they playing?
I think it's there.
Okay.
Yeah, man. So I think we'll walk out of the game, but I think it might be a dogfight at the beginning.
It's a dome, I believe. So just be prepared to run on artificial turf.
Exactly. Yeah, man. I'm more than willing and ready. Yeah, I mean, Cowboy fans, Rant fans, football black fans, dude. Guys, get ready. Get your popcorn ready.
So you wanted to do a preview of the game. So what's your prediction?
I think the Cowboys will win it. I think it's going to be close at the beginning, and I think the Cowboys will at least put up 30.
I don't know, man. Vikings do have a defense.
Yeah, they do. But you got to think too. We did beat the number one defense in the league.
Yeah, you did.
But every Sunday is different. I mean, it could be different this time. But I mean, I think the Cowboys are capable. I think they're loaded with enough weapons to put up 30 points.
Oh, okay.
I think they're loaded enough. I think the Vikings might put up 17 on us.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with all these good quarterbacks or bad quarterbacks, dude. Because I don't know what you're getting with Bradford.
You know what, man? Bradford, I just don't see him as a quarterback, dude. It's hard for me to look at Bradford as a quarterback.
I mean, he did when he first got to Minnesota. He did good.
Yeah, he did. He did, man. But you know what I think though? This is gonna turn Bradford out though.
Really?
When he played the Cowboys, yeah. Oh yeah, because that pass rush and that run defense.
Okay, so strategies to the game, man. Like, what do you think?
We need pressure on Bradford. Extreme pressure on Bradford, man.
Right.
Because when you get him with happy feet, he has problems.
Right.
He gets scared, nervous, don't know what to do. That can lead to a turnover. That can lead to interceptions, fumbles, that kind of thing. So I think we just need to keep him on his heels. Also, I think the secondary needs to watch the middle, as best as they can. Offensively, we got to ground and pound, man. We have to run the ball. Because once we run the ball, once we start jamming people up at the line, putting Zeke where he needs to be, you pound them and pound them and pound them, and then mix in Morris, pound them and pound them and pound them. Then it opens up a huge play for the pass. You see what I'm saying? And then the Vikings will end up having to worry about that. So I think if they open up with the run and end with the run and have the passes in the middle, Dallas has it. Because if you notice, if the teams that can run the ball control the clock,
yeah,
it goes back to that. Teams that run the ball can control the clock. If Dallas can control the clock, it's gonna be a good game. If they can control it, those passing plays, them nickel and diamond Minnesota down the field with passes to Dez and Witten and Cole and Terrence, it's gonna be a good game.
The return of Cole Beasley.
Boy, right? Mm-hmm. Hot sauce, right?
Dude, why they call him hot sauce, man? You gotta help me with that.
I have no idea. I have no idea why they call him hot sauce.
I know, Babe.
Oh, you know what? I think if I can remember, I think that he likes hot sauce on his eggs.
Really?
Yeah. I think I had to look that up, but I think that's what it is, man. Because I saw a clip of him pouring a lot of hot sauce on his eggs for breakfast.
Wow.
Yeah.
And Laufenberg was like, yeah, or no, who's the radio dude for the Mavericks?
Which one?
The play-by-play dude.
It is Babe Laufenberg sometimes, but they switch out though, man. Daryl Moose Johnson does it sometime.
Okay.
I forgot who did this last game.
Because it wasn't Aikman and whoever else.
No, it was somebody, and I can't think of it. I'd have to look it up, man. Totally.
Okay, so what do you think the score is going to be?
Oh, man. If I had to guess, I told you they'd be in the 30s, so for bold prediction, 35-17.
Remember now, their defense. Their offense is going to be in, but their defense is all right.
Yes. Yeah, I think it might be. I think it's going to be I don't see the Vikings putting up more than 17 points on us.
Well,
because once again, I say the team who runs the ball controls the clock. If Dallas controls the clock, the Vikings ain't gonna have the ball that long.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's why I say 17, because it plays a lot of factors when you do those number guessing games, man. The reason I say 30, 35, if I could say 30, I would. But with the way that Dallas has been playing, man, I wouldn't doubt them putting up at least 30, 35 points up on them, man. I really wouldn't.
Wow. So you have no faith in their defense at all.
In the Vikings defense?
Yeah.
Well, seeing as how Dallas pretty much dog walked the best team that had the best defense in the league.
Yeah.
I'm not. Every Sunday's different. I just don't. I don't have.
Mignon. Hold on.
They're going to have to make some big adjustments to try to show.
Hey man, rewind that. You were kind of chopping out.
Hello?
Yeah, rewind what you said. You chopped out for a second.
Oh, okay. What I said is that I believe the Vikings are going to have to make some big adjustments in order to keep up with Dallas. I really do. That's why I think Dallas can put up at least 30 or more points on them.
I think now you're gonna have to. I think with the Cowboys, man, with the Vikings, you're gonna have to like you said, it's gonna be adjustments, but it's gonna be like a shootout, bro. And like I think, like I don't know what happened with Sam Bradford, man, to where at first he was dominating everything, to now it's like you can't even get him, like you can't get him like to throw a completion. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But honestly, dude, if Sam Bradford isn't clicking, if he's not clicking in that game, that's why I say I don't see them putting up more than 17 points, if that. Because Sam Bradford, like I said, man, if you get him to where he has happy feet, it's not gonna look good for him.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. It's gonna end badly. Get him running around, and then get him knocked out.
So 17-30.
Yeah, that's the take. 30 or 35, man. Really.
You know what? Their defense is better than that. Their offense is kind of in, and Sam does throw picks, man. Now in the offense now. So
yes.
I do think because of the defense and the pass rush of the Vikings, it'll be closer than that. I do see the Vikings losing though, but I think it'll be close.
Yeah, and part of the reason I say that is because if the Vikings offense isn't clicking, you're making your defense stay out on the field.
But if your defense is making it a very hard time for the opposing offense, that can be galvanizing as well, man.
Oh yeah, of course, but eventually somebody's got to score.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like if like I said, if the Cowboys go out and they ground and pound, dude, big time adjustments are going to be made. And that defense, I don't believe the Vikings defense has the energy to stay out on the field with Dallas.
Uh-huh.
If Dallas is grounding and pounding and then they decide to throw one over the top, man, come on now. That's going to be tough to stop.
I think it's good. I think they're going to end up. I think it's going to be a 10-point win for the Cowboys. It'll probably be something like 28-18 or where the margin is different. The margin is going to be 10 points, but the actual like furniture around the margin will be different.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it'll be a good game, though, man. I think that it'll be nice. Be a nice little Thursday night game.
All right, man. Before I let you go, though, I gotta ask your opinion, being a college football guy.
Okay.
Charlie Strong.
Alabama. Okay. Oh, my bad.
No. Damn.
Roll Tide. Roll Tide.
Charlie Strong, bro.
Charlie Strong.
What do you think about Charlie Strong getting let go?
Sayonara.
Damn.
No, and then when I say that, I'm not trying to be mean or anything against Charlie Strong, because I think he had the right idea. But at the same time, man, when you're a coach, especially here in Texas, you gotta win, man. And the alumni, the people that actually put money in that school, when you put it in their hands to where they gotta make some decisions, sometimes that's the way it ends up. And Charlie Strong, do I feel like he got a fair shake? Nah, not really. I would have given him at least given him another year, because he's coming off. How long has he been there? 2 years?
Yeah.
See, I'd at least given him 3 years, because he's coming off that Mac Brown history.
And Mac Brown kept giving, like, I was listening to another sports radio show, and he was mentioning, I was listening to another podcast rather, and the guy was mentioning that basically, which makes sense because of what Charlie Strong was doing. Mac Brown left Charlie Strong with blah. He wasn't really trying to get a quarterback, to get like a pro prospect quarterback. He had the last quarterback prospect they had was Colt McCoy, and Colt McCoy was undersized, but it worked in that offense. You had an opportunity to get Johnny Manziel, you didn't. You had an opportunity to get Vince Young, you didn't. Not Vince Young, but Robert Griffin III, you didn't.
Right.
Matter of fact, they wanted to get Johnny Manziel, but he wanted to change to a safety. The quarterback priority was not really a major priority for Texas.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you didn't really have a quarterback. I mean, Swoops was serviceable, but that's about it. They did that 18-wheeler package, and it worked a little bit. So Charlie Strong took a wrecking ball to that program and gutted out a lot of bad influences and tried to rebuild. And he finally might have found the quarterback, and see, the guy that they got now, the Houston coach, he's gonna install his offense in there, and that freshman quarterback that freshman quarterback going in his sophomore year is gonna he's inheriting the foundation of what Charlie Strong was trying to do.
Right.
And I think that guy is going to win with Charlie Strong's team.
It's funny, man. I really don't believe that Charlie Strong. They made him out to be a bad coach, man.
And he wasn't.
Yeah, exactly. I just feel like he's not a bad coach. He really had to clean it up, man.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he really did. He had to clean up that organization. They're talking about how, now since they hired, what's his name? I forgot the new guy they hired for the head coaching job, but he said, yeah, we're going to win championships here, and we're going to do that and this and that. And it's like, dude, don't even mention championships. Don't even mention that. You're coming into Charlie Strong's basically under construction team.
Damn.
Because the team, I'm serious, the team is under construction. It is. It's still under construction.
And then the coach that they have now,
huh?
the guy that they have now, he's going to go through a really weird, recruiting class.
Yes. Because let's face it, a lot of these high school kids are not looking at Texas. They're not. They're not looking at Texas. They're looking at Texas A&M. Looking at Texas A&M. They're looking at Texas Tech. Texas, I'm going to be straight up honest with you. The Longhorns have fallen off the wagon, dude. Wow. They have. And partly because of
Send all your hate mail to Mignon Garrett and the Rant Sports.
It's the truth. They have fallen off, man. They have. I personally used to be a huge fan of the Longhorns when I was growing up as a kid. I was a huge fan of the Longhorns back when James Brown was the quarterback. And that was in the 90s. That was before Major Applewhite and all that. All them guys. Ricky Williams. Huh?
Wow, he's bringing it back to before Major Applewhite.
Right. I used to be a huge fan of Longhorns. I did. I was a huge fan. Didn't really like what Mac Brown was doing with the organization. But once again, I don't have a favorite team like I do in the NFL with the Cowboys, or same with basketball. I really don't have a legit, solid favorite team. I'm just a person that just enjoys watching the games and dissecting things. But with Texas, I mean, to me, they did not give Charlie Strong a fair shot. The recruiting was terrible. That was another thing that bothered me when they let him go, because I'm thinking, okay, well, why didn't you give him the tools to get a better recruiting class? Why didn't you do that? That's something that you do. As far as I'm concerned, Texas, leave the Big 12. Please.
Damn.
Leave the Big 12. Leave.
Where they gonna go?
Dude, honestly,
name a conference that they're gonna go to.
Honestly, really, Texas.
You literally just said, and that's a heritage school for the Big 12, bro, or for that team, man. And you're literally saying leave the Big 12.
Yep, leave the Big 12.
Wow.
Leave the Big 12.
Why?
Because you know why I say that? You know why I say that, though?
Go ahead.
The reason I say leave the Big 12, look at what A&M did. What was A&M in the Big 12? What were they?
Second tier.
Okay. To who?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. They were second tier to Texas, right?
Yeah.
But now they've proved themselves to be an SEC school.
Mm-hmm.
So technically, if we were to put Texas A&M back in the Big 12, who would be first?
Right now?
Yes.
A&M.
A&M. Okay? So to me, Texas needs to move to the SEC, get better recruiting, and prove themselves in the SEC.
Interesting.
Because to me, everybody knows the best schools to play are in the SEC to a certain degree. We can argue that. We can argue it.
I'm not arguing that.
Because look,
you're go ahead and make the argument, bro.
Because look, I mean, when you look at teams like teams that are in, like, okay, let's name one, Hawaii. When you look at teams like that, you're like, wait a minute, Hawaii, really?
Wow, you totally pulled that. Hawaii, bro?
Yeah, Hawaii, really? Like, well, why not? Look at them. They're not horrible. They're not a horrible school. But I would like to see Texas move to the SEC to see how they can hold up in the next few years. because I think that would be a good wrench to throw.
I don't think that'll happen though.
No, and it won't, and it won't, because the Big 12 needs Texas. Okay, if it was up to me, you know who I would move?
Who would you move?
Okay, then you might laugh at this. Rant fans, Pushing Wild Black fans, you might laugh at this, but I'm totally serious. If it was me, I would move Texas. If they said, "Hey, Mignon, well, what school do you want to move to the SEC, and what school do you want to put back in place of Texas if you choose for them to go to the SEC?" Okay, well, first of all, you're right. I want Texas to go to the SEC. Move them over there. Okay, got it. Now, let's move the Mean Green to the Big 12.
Wait.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. I'm serious. Let's take the Mean Green. What we're doing is right now, we're building the Big 12 back up, dude.
Mignon, you need coffee, bro.
I'm serious.
I don't think you're alert right now.
I'm alert. I'm alert.
I think you're going off of fumes.
No. Listen.
All right.
Guys, it's 12:19 a.m. in the morning, and I'm so wired right now.
There it is.
I'm so wired right now because Chris, we're talking football. We're talking college football right now. Now, UNT doesn't really have, they don't have a name for themselves, okay?
You got that.
I mean, they do, but they don't. You see what I'm saying? Like,
they don't.
Sun Belt, okay?
They don't.
They don't. But how else can you get a name if you don't move yourself up? If you level up and your recruiting gets better.
Let's look at the Big 12 right now. Finish go ahead and tell your thought. I gotta research this. I'm up now. I'm
okay. Okay. Well, that's what I'm saying. I believe every school needs to have an opportunity to prove themselves. Just like Texas A&M, when they moved to the SEC, they were bad.
Uh-huh.
And it was proven because they was getting spanked, weren't they?
Yeah, they were. And everybody was questioning. I remember people were questioning, like, really?
Do we need to be here, guys? You know what I'm saying?
It was like a referendum of the Big 12 anyway, because they came over and they got dog walked the first year.
Yes,
and
exactly.
And then Johnny Manziel came, and Johnny Manziel saved them.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Like, move Texas, go to the SEC, and then maybe put UNT in the Big 12, and get their recruiting right.
All right.
Obviously.
All right. Big 12 sports. Let's go to the conference. Let's go to the conference. Okay, this is what we have in the Big 12. Okay, Baylor, Ohio State, Kansas State, OU, Oklahoma State, TCU, Texas,
Iowa State.
No, Iowa's Big 10.
That's right, yeah.
No. Iowa's Big 12. Okay.
Yes.
Baylor,
Kansas.
Iowa State, Kansas State, OU, Oklahoma State, TCU, Texas State, West Virginia.
Yes.
Okay, so who are you taking out?
I would say move Texas, because since Texas is the historic school of the Big 12, I would move Texas to the SEC. Get their recruiting class right, and see how they do.
So wait a minute. So you're saying move them to the SEC, move the Mean Green to the Big Dude? They're gonna get killed.
Yeah, but Texas A&M got killed too when they went to the SEC.
But that's different though.
No, man. No, look. The reason I say that is because I have a lot of Mean Green fans. Okay, listen to me, guys. Rant fan, Pushing Wild Black. Listen to this, okay? I've got a lot of people that at my job, they're UNT fans because they're alumni. Personally, I am not a UNT fan.
Okay.
But I will say this, speaking for the UNT fans, guys, in order for you to get better, you need to move up and get your recruiting class right. So if you want to get better, you need to play against better people.
They're gonna get killed, bro.
Oh, I know. I'm gonna turn. My voice is gonna turn into what's the coach's name that got kicked out tonight?
Doc Rivers.
Doc. I know, man. I know. It's gonna be something. It's gonna be something. I'm telling you, it is.
Oh,
I agree. They're gonna get killed.
He just doing his Doc Rivers impression. You stupid.
They're gonna get killed. I know, Chris.
It is 12:24 in the morning. This dude is doing Doc Rivers impressions.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, Mean Green if Mean Green goes to the Big 12 and gets their recruiting.
Okay, dude. All right.
First of all, I always wanted to say this. No offense to UNT people.
You're just come on.
But I have never liked the name Mean Green. Like, it reminds me of that movie, The Big Green.
Aren't they really the Mean Green? Aren't they the Mean Green Eagles?
Who?
UNT.
UNT. Yeah, I think so, man.
Aren't they like the other name? Aren't they officially like the Mean Green Eagles?
Yes,
But they shortened it to the Mean Green.
Why are you the Mean Green? Like, whatever. I mean, I'm just not a.
All right, man, like, okay, because what you're talking about is lunacy, bro. Like, bro. They're lucky to have a team. That's a commuter school.
Yeah.
That's a commuter school, man. Dude, don't put them in it. The Sun Belt is perfect for them. Don't put they're gonna, man, look. And you're taking Texas out of there?
But I'm leveling up Texas though.
Okay, but in Texas is gonna get killed in the SEC.
Not forever, dude. But look, this is what I'm saying about the Mean Green, man. If I know, I see him getting torched too. It's gonna be a massacre.
This is not gonna work well.
They're gonna get torched. But check this out though. Look at how if they go to the Big 12, look how many scholarships they could have opened up. You know what I'm saying? To players that don't get accepted to Oklahoma or, you know, any of those other schools. But think about that though.
If you're the Big, first of all, if you're Texas, are you going to go to the SEC? No, you're not going to go to the SEC, bro.
Because they don't want to. Because the reason is they don't want to level up, dude, and because they're winning right here.
But dude, if you go, okay. We both agree that Mac Brown took the quarterback situation in Texas for granted, and he left Charlie Strong with basically bullshit on a stick for quarterbacks, bro. Like, yeah. And now you finally found a quarterback that actually, you know, and I like Swoops and the other guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like those guys, but they weren't really good. And now you found the quarterback that was good. You found the quarterback that was decent, and I think the freshman, the odds gonna be something. The freshman that they have is gonna be something. So Charlie Strong's not gonna be there. Do you really need to move to the SEC? Because they're gonna be fine. Why would you go to the SEC, man, when you're gonna be fine and you're gonna dominate, like, you know, for the next 3 years?
So you can say that you fought in a harder division.
And to be real, the reason that Texas went to the SEC wasn't because of pride of I want to I want to level up. It was because Texas got a better deal. Got a better TV deal than them. So they were like, screw that. I'm going to go get this SEC money.
Well, dude, part of that was, though, because the coach at A&M said it himself. He said, he was the one that actually used the word level up. He said we had to level up, and we want to level up and show that we can play in the SEC because most of the talent goes to the SEC. He doesn't go to the Big 12. He goes to the SEC.
Yeah, but if you look at most of the talent in college football, this is completely turning into a football-centric college football thing.
And we're all about the NFL, and we're talking about college.
I know, right? And this ended up being an hour, basically, because of this. So most of the talent comes from Florida and California.
You know what, man? People will argue with me up and down when I say that. They will argue up and down.
That most of the talent comes from Florida and California?
Yes.
Yes.
I'll say Texas breed. Now Texas will breed some linemen though. They'll breed linemen.
They'll breed. I'll tell you. Okay, quarterbacks, Florida, California. Wide receivers, Florida, California. Linemen, Texas, Midwest. The best linemen are coming out of Texas and Midwest. Running back.
If you want goat ropers, yeah, you come here.
Huh?
If you want goat ropers, you come here.
Yeah. Linemen, Midwest, Texas. You know what I'm saying? Fullbacks, Midwest. White running backs, Midwest. Dude, but most of your athletes, they're not coming out, bro. Come on. Most of the athletes coming out of the South, bro. They just are.
Yes.
They're coming out the Southeast. They just are, dude. Georgia, Florida, Tennessee, dude, they're not coming from here, bro. You get a quarterback, you get quarterbacks periodically.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You get quarterbacks periodically, but really, they're coming out of like other regions, bro. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I think you're crazy, bro. Them going to the SEC, bro. I really do. I think you're crazy. They're not gonna do that.
I know they're not gonna do it, but it's a thought.
I would like it. I would like that to happen, just so we can get the Texas A&M game back.
Yes, that's part of it too. But you know who else would look good in SEC?
What?
And that's in the Big 12.
What?
Oklahoma.
You know who would honestly look good in the SEC?
Baylor?
Yes, Baylor and Texas Tech. If you really want to, and the Mean Green going to the Big 12, no.
I'm telling you.
No, okay, you can tell me all you want. I just don't think it'll be wise. No one, maybe it would help them in the long run, but man,
it would. You give Texas 3 years in the SEC, man. 3 years. 3. I guarantee you that there'll be a team to recognize.
And North Texas, 3 years in the Big 12, they'll be competitive.
Yes.
And they'll
I ain't gonna say national championship.
No. National championship? No.
No.
I'm saying competitive.
Yeah, they'll be competitive. Give them 3 years. Get that recruiting right. Give them 3 years.
All right. Okay. I don't know what you're talking about, but all right. I feel you.
Yeah, you do.
No, I understand. I just don't. I just think you're nuts.
Nah, man. North Texas, Mean Green.
Yeah.
And I'm not even a fan,
just
guys.
Say Eagles, man. Just say Mean Green Eagles like it used to be. Because I remember them being Eagles. Just say Eagles. Anyway. Okay, so we talked about the Cowboys. We talked about the Redskins game. We talked about the preview of the Vikings game. We talked about Charlie Strong.
Yeah, we talked about Charlie Strong. Yes.
So
it is now 1:07 a.m. guys.
Yes, it is. The football conversation will probably be there because we got to get this up to probably tomorrow, and then we'll probably get this up probably tomorrow, more than likely, and then we'll do. So are you definitely gonna do the Are we gonna do it like right after the game, or are we gonna do it Friday?
Right after.
Right after the game. Okay, then.
We will be live right after, guys.
Are we going out, or what are we doing?
I'm not sure yet, but we're definitely going to get the show shot. And I'm interested in seeing some more views, guys. Follow us. Follow.
Follow Pushing While Black on YouTube. Follow The Rant on Facebook. Like our stuff.
Like it, please.
Yeah.
We love hearing feedback.
Yeah, we definitely do. But anyway, man, I will holler at you later. We will definitely link up after the game and Push It While Black out and try to get it.
And The Rant out.
Deuces.
Deuce.